Welcome to the Life Curation Podcast. I'm your host, Andrina Tisi. Together, we will explore thoughts, inspirations, and conversations that feed our soul, spark the mind, and nourish the body. Thank you so much for being here to learn and grow, and for walking this journey called life with me. Hello. I am back with another solo episode for you, and I'm thrilled for you to be here. Maybe you're here for the first time, or you have been here many times before or a few times. So in either way, thank you so much for listening in and tuning in to the Life Curation Podcast. And today I would like to share with you my daily manifestation practice that I have been doing this way since the end of January, and it has been quite life-changing, so I do want to share it with you. And I do, right from the beginning, want to give full credit to Gala Darling. I will also link her in the show notes because it's her practice, and I've learned that through her. Well, a friend told me about it, and it's hers. So I do want to give her credit for it. And she calls it, and therefore I call it, magical morning practice. So, like I mentioned, it is a manifestation practice. And what is manifestation actually? So, some of you may be very familiar with it, and others may not. So, manifestation is really something that becomes real. So that, of course, can go both ways. So it can be something positive and amazing that we put out there and that becomes real, but it can also be the opposite. So this practice, as the name says, is magical. So it's all about putting ourselves into this higher frequency of magic and possibility and abundance. And at this point, I do also want to mention that, there is also things that can hold us back. That can be our shadow, it can be self-sabotage, it can be a limiting belief. And of course, that is also part of our journey. And this manifestation practice doesn't exclude that. So, as you know, I work a lot with tapping, where we can work a lot on limiting beliefs and the quote-unquote negative aspects or negative feelings. But whatever practice or tools you have to also look at anything that comes up that is holding you back to manifest your manifestations, keep that up. And if you have questions in regards to that, do not hesitate to message me. So this magical morning practice works in 3 parts. So the first part is gratitude. The second part is about today. And then the third part is about the future. So what's very different for me with other manifestation or gratitude practices that I have done in the past is that this one is done by audio. Yes, by audio. So every morning, part of my morning rituals, sometimes already on my walk, I take out my phone, and on my voice memo, I record all of this, what I'm going to explain to you. And I'm going to come to that again. So the gratitude is anything, little, big things you're grateful for from the day before, from anything in your life. It can literally be a tiny little thing. It can be huge. And that already moves us into the energy of abundance. And then the second part is talking about today as if it happened already. So for example, today I woke up, I did my morning practice, and then I walked to the studio with Kia, and there were some last minute registrations, and it was really nice because some of my regulars are back from their summer break, and after class we went for coffee and we had this really sweet kind of reunion, catching up. And after that I walked through the city with Kia and was able to get some groceries. And then I had a conference call which was super fast, super successful, and it was just smooth and very clear. After that, I had some time to clean up and tidy up before my client came, and we had a really nurturing session for her. She felt very grounded and much better in her body and in her mind. And then I gave myself a super nice and relaxing evening. So this is just an example as how it could sound like for the day. Then moving to the third part, which is the future desire. And that is something a little further out, but it can literally be tomorrow, or it can be any time in the future. And it is just really something that you want to call in. So for example, something that I could put into future desire, which I probably have done more than once. The 2 yoga festivals were a huge success on a personal as well as on a professional level. My partner and I had a really sweet reunion in Austria, and we found the perfect location to stay before the festival, and he also really enjoyed his time at the festival, and we just had a fabulous time. And again, it was just very successful and nurturing and amazing on a professional as well as on a personal level. So that could be a future desire. Now, like I mentioned, you do that in an audio. And now the second thing, which might be a little bit or very much out of comfort zone, you send it to somebody. So I have done this with 2 of my best friends. And it is so nice because it really creates a ripple effect. So not only is it kind of in this energy field of the 3 of us, they don't do it together. I just do it with the 2 of them, but they do it with 2 people as well. So me and somebody else. And it just creates this bigger wave because, and it sounds a little bit woo-woo, but it is really out there, and you voice it. You literally say it out loud and somebody hears it. And then the other thing is that you cheer each other on. So when I receive their recording, I write back, or maybe I do a voice message and confirm what they are grateful for, what they're manifesting. And it's such an up-leveling, and it just creates, again, this sense of abundance and positivity and magic. And not only that, but it really also makes me feel that I'm so much more part of their everyday life. I've known both of them for a pretty long time, but I feel that our friendships have gone to an even other level. Like, it's so sweet and so nice to be in this energy with them of manifesting and creating. So since I've been doing this since end of January, I really feel so many amazing things have happened. I mean, of course, it's everyday life. I'm not saying that every little detail I put on these audios is happening, but a lot of things have happened, from health to love to smooth travel to success to weather. And you may think now that this is taking a really long time. My audios are normally somewhere between 4 and 8 minutes. And then to respond to, my friends, it's going to pretty much be equal amount of time. And really, so it's not that much at all. So to recap, tomorrow morning, you take out your phone and you open your voice memo, and you can still have your phone on airplane mode. So it doesn't mean that you have to go online if you're not ready for it. And you speak your gratitudes into it. And then you talk about your day as if it happened already. And then you talk about any future desire. It can be one, it can be multiple. It's okay. And you can be as detailed and as magical as you like. And also know that nothing, absolutely nothing, is too big or too small to manifest and to desire and to wish for and to be grateful for. So I hope that you will give it a try. Just try it for a week and see how you feel. Maybe, like I said before, maybe you're holding the audios for yourself, or maybe you already have a friend in mind that you also want to send this episode to, and you do it together. I would love to hear your experience, and even maybe a few months from now, see what you have manifested through this practice. If you have any questions, as always, reach out to me, and also check out Gala Darling. You'll find her on galadarling.com on her website, as well as she's very active on Instagram, and we will of course also link that in the show notes. So check her out. Oh, and just so you know, this is a non-sponsored post. It's just that I'm a fan of this practice and I think she does great work. So tap into your abundance with your gratitude, and happy manifesting. And I'm deeply grateful for you to be here and tuning in, and for walking this path called life with me.